Hello, students. So, I bring you to the lesson The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. Till now, you had been hearing the explanation offered on the story, paragraph wise. Today, I bring up to you a brief discussion on the twist in the tale, which serves as an instance of comic irony as well as a moral lesson. William Sidney Porter, better known by his pen name O. Henry, was an American short story writer whose stories are much popular, especially for their surprisingly twisted ending. His The Gift of the Magi is one such stories with a bent end, which serves as an instance of comic irony. The story, which takes place in New York during the Christmas season, is centered round young couple Della and Jim, who live in a tiny and sparsely furnished apartment. The owner has been facing an economic depression, due to which his better half, Della, has been trying hard to manage the expenses as economically as possible. Yet, the happy fact is that both were a happily married couple. The conflict in their lives occur when both Della and Jim intend to buy a meaningful gift for each other, exceptional and perfect. But neither got the money to buy the chosen gift. Their conditions were no better than people residing in mendicancy squad. It was a cause of emotional trauma for Della, who had been saving every single money, every single penny possible, anticipating Christmas time to gift her husband something truly his worth. But as the parable of the Magi goes, if you love someone, you are also willing to make any sacrifice for them. Della's long, lustrous hair was her only prized possession. But when it came to Jim, she did not hesitate to sacrifice them. Her hair, which was comparable to all the riches of the Queen of Sheba, she could flaunt her hair to make the queen envious. But she was ready to go to any extent to make her husband Jim happy, especially during a festive time like Christmas. So, without much thought, she sold her hair, her beautiful, bountiful hair, to buy her Jim a deserving Christmas gift. Similarly, Jim also traded off his ancestral pocket watch just to buy Della's Christmas gift. However, the climax, which is the ironic twist in the tale, sets in when both reveal the gifts they purchased for one another. The comic irony is that both had sold off those assets for which the gifts were meant. Jim had bought a beautiful set of combs for Della's hair, whereas Della had purchased a platinum fob chain for Jim's antique watch, which of course Jim had sold. Now both these assets are gone. Thus, the twist in the story comes in, and we find Jim ironically putting it across. Let's put our Christmas presents away. They are too nice to use just at present. Della and Jim could not use their gifts, but the significance of the story lies in the fact that in their foolishness, in their act of foolishness, they had actually acted most wisely. Both happily realized that their sincere love for one another was not subject to any material depravity, but beautifully manifested in their intensity of their sacrifice. Christmas time is a time of happiness, a time when a loved one shows the other person in love how much they mean to them. And the true essence of Christmas lies in the willingness to sacrifice. Hence, O. Henry rightly remarks that Della and Jim are the real magi of this mechanical world, which is so full of materialism. The story of Jim and Della and their selfless love leaves behind a moral lesson for the generations to come, that the true spirit of gift giving lies in selfless, true love, the desire to make one another happy, and the willingness to sacrifice to receive this end. Thus, through this twisted ending, the author beautifully projects that the gift of love is bigger and larger and broader than any other gifts in the world. I suppose you have heard this audio video carefully. Thank you for listening to it, right? Thank you very much.